Hi, this is Rahul. I am working in Delta Airlines as an engineering leader. So at Delta Airlines, I am working as an engineering leader where my team is responsible for several upscaling and modernization of legacy platforms built on core Java, .NET, Angular, etc. to newer technologies using Spring Boot, Hibernate, React.js, Node.js, and a few other technologies. In our team is responsible for modernization from older SOA based applications to microservices and APIs. We are also responsible to rewrite some of the existing processes using cloud native technologies so that it is easy to move to cloud without affecting our upstream and downstream processes. My current role is to manage all these applications, also work as an architect within the team, work as an team manager, as an engineering lead. When I started exploring data science, it was, I believe, some 5 to 6 years back. I was doing my own homework and trying to connect to several people who have started doing, and it was a little bit newer also in the market. 5 to 6 years back, it was not as prominent as it is in today's world. So when I decided some years back to upskill myself on data science, and since I was coming from a bit of a legacy background, I was also coming from mainframe and core Java background, which is more of a legacy these days. So and I wanted to especially focus on AI ML, as I was not pretty sure where to start and what to learn to ease my journey in data science. So while doing so, when I was exploring several organizations or several institutes who were offering similar programs or a little bit of different programs, it was difficult to judge like who is good, where you can invest more of your time and money and you can get a better output, who can provide you the applied knowledge, which will be, because there is again we have a theoretical knowledge, we need to have an applied knowledge these days. So that was the challenge which I was facing. The knowledge of data science has helped me tremendously in getting several opportunities from various organizations and cracking several of the interviews and even the several hackathon, datathon events which happened in my company, my previous older companies, and also which was happening across several other companies like on TechGig and on Machine Hack and Kaggle as well. So it was helping me a lot, and I was able to, if not at doing very good, but I was able to crack several of the interviews, several of the hackathon, and get to quite a good position, good rank, and in the leadership board, I was once in top 10. In I think Machine Hack was organizing one of them, and I stood top 10 for some time. I was very happy to see me there. So it helped me a lot in getting the interviews, in cracking the hackathon events. Also, it helped me tremendously. So using my knowledge, I was able to automate, since I was focused more on the ML part of it and slightly on the deep learning part. So I was able to automate some of the existing manual processes like auto recon, the auto reconciliation process, which happens in every banking world. So I was able to automate that using ML, and that helped to tremendously reduce the human errors which happens when this auto recon is done manually by a group of people or group of end users, the operation users, and it made them process more straight through processing, that is STP. It made it there was less of a manual intervention, and as you get the data, you go through the ML process, and it helps you do the auto recon process to a great accuracy. My interview was more on the design patterns, on the agile methodologies, on the various agile methodologies that I have used throughout my experience, on the high level designs, the architecture, the tech stacks which I have used, and solving some of the problems using those tech stacks, which will be helpful when and at what point we will be using a particular technology. That was something which I was interviewed for on the technical part, more on the architecture side, and on the design patterns. And since also this role has something to do with people management, project management and all, so I was interviewed on the project people team management for the non-technical part of it. I was elaborately interviewed on microservices, APIs, architecture patterns, cloud. So the interview experience was very good. It was as usual 3 or 4 rounds which happened. First being the technical with the architects, and then with the manager, and then the second one with the recruiting manager and his director boss, and the third being the HR interviews. So one of the projects I would like to elaborate is the auto reconciliation process automation which was done on this process, and which I was quite instrumental in building from scratch in my previous organizations like Societe Generale and Wells Fargo. So normally every banking process, they do have reconciliation done between both the legs. So when I say legs, it means both the streams. Like whenever you are buying something, you will have a buy side, you will have a sell side. Whenever you are purchasing something, you will have the goods or securities which you have traded for, and the money transactions. So these are called the legs, where you can say the buy and the sell side is one leg, and the transaction, the goods you purchased or the transactions you traded for, and the money transactions which you did to buy those things. These are 2 legs which you can say, and the reconciliation process is basically to receive and see like what you have paid for. You have received those many amount of goods or securities or anything. You can say, like, if you have paid 10 rupees for something, you should have got a product which is of 10 rupees. And at the end of the day, if I have done a lot of trading in the market, at the end of the day, I would like to see, or the companies will like to see, that if I have paid X amount of money in the market, how much securities or bonds or cash or anything which you have got as part of the trade. And you would definitely, everybody will like to do the reconciliation. So this is common for every banking or any business which you have in today's world. So what our process, or what we wanted to do, is like we wanted to use the huge amount of data which we had for reconciliation, which has already been done. So that is the project I wanted to elaborate, which we did, though there are many, but since I wanted to stick to one ML project, this is something which I felt it's a good example to give. Instead, I will say it was very instrumental in laying my data science foundation, and Sujit sir, he was quite helpful initially. All the beginners classes he used to take, say maybe Python, or every Thursdays we used to have discussions with him. So he used to take the sessions, and it was very helpful and the way he used to give confidence to the people, it helped not only me but others in gaining expertise using Python language, which was completely, at least, new to me. the weekend sessions, the recording of the sessions after each session, and the materials were quite helpful to give me good hold on ML topic in specific and data science in overall. The sessions used to be quite hands-on with lot of classroom discussions around the various ways by which a problem can be tackled. All the people, like all the teachers or coaches who were in various classrooms, they used to appreciate people taking various ways to solve a particular thing, to tackle a problem in various angles. They used to give us open hand and allow us to explore how we can go about solving a problem, what is the various things which comes in our mind when we come across a problem, and that was quite helpful. Also, the regular exams, the projects helped me a lot in learning, and also implementing AI/ML project as a team, which happened in the capstone project which I did in INSEAD. I'm very grateful to INSEAD for sure, for providing me such a platform which helped me to upskill and excel not only in data science but also in overall in corporate world. You need to analyze and decide what interests you, what you would love to do in your career for several years to come. You should pick up because there are various things which are happening in the market. You have data science, you have IoT, you have blockchain, and so many. You have cloud for that matter. So each is big in itself. So first you decide what interests you, what you would love to do for years to come, and it should keep motivating you to work further and to contribute more towards the industry and towards the also towards the society. So that is something which you should decide. Once you decide, like if you are very keen on taking up data science, you like data, then you need to select a good institution who can not only teach you but also guide and acquaint you with all the tools and techniques needed to handle problems related to data science. They should be able to pick you from the novice state where you don't know anything, and should be able to bring up to you to a level where you should be able to start exploring based on the past experiences and knowledge and skill set which you have acquired all throughout your journey. A good institution like INSEAD is very instrumental. That is the foremost, the main decision which you need to take. There is tremendous growth potential in AI/ML as we are still in the nascent stage of AI journey, and the coming years will see rapid development towards self-driving cars, computer vision, augmented reality, AR, which we say, and this will impact humanity and coming generation greatly. The more we are acquainted with applied data science knowledge, not only the theoretical but the applied data science knowledge, the more growth potential we will have both in our career and as entrepreneurs. INSEAD is quite good. It can take you from a beginner to expertise or expert level, and you are then able to it lets you take off. So I would like to thank INSEAD for giving me this opportunity to speak, and I look forward to learn more from INSEAD and learn more of data science.